welcome to Team Orange Chats, our live group chat. So we share our unique perspectives on life and the world around us. And on today's episode, we will be discussing when the travel plans make it out of the WhatsApp chat. Tracy, go ahead.
All right. Oh, for those who don't know us, those who are just joining us,
new to us,
go first.
I'm Winnie.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Mondi.
I'm Moni.
Right.
And together we are
Team Orange.
All right. So we are talking about a guide to a successful girls trip. Having experienced our very first out of the country.
Yes.
Girls trip.
Out of the continent.
Out of the continent to Dubai.
Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai.
Okay, simmer down, babe. Simmer down. So, first things first, the planning. What goes into the planning? So how we managed to pull this off was, first of all, we came up with a list of destinations we wanted to visit, right?
Yes.
And then
It was agree to disagree.
yeah, so we had options.
the destinations.
Your babe wanted to visit Nigeria,
Girl.
Girl.
but that idea was quickly shut down.
Immediately, because who is going to Nigeria?
And that thing I'm working.
And Rwanda.
We'll go to Nigeria, by the way, at some point.
At some point.
Thanks,
Thanks, girl.
Yes.
Thanks, girl.
Right.
So I don't know how we arrived at. We finally settled for Dubai. So definitely,
Oh, no, I do.
yeah.
So we needed somewhere which was COVID restrictions, one. And then somewhere which was close in terms of we didn't want to sit 10, 15 hours.
Right.
Right?
Oh,
Right?
oh yeah.
And then also, I think it needed to be somewhere where we could plan quickly when we were starting off, because it was our first trip outside.
Easy to plan.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it needed to be somewhere easy. And I think Dubai did just that.
And I think also had stuff to do, because I
Exactly.
think that's why y'all shut down Nigeria, because you're like, what are we going
What
to
are
do
we
in
going to do in
Nigeria?
Nigeria?
There's
Exactly.
nothing to do in Nigeria. But
Yeah.
Nigerians, let us know in the comments.
We love your country still, please.
what people would do in Nigeria aside from clubbing.
Yes.
And sing the niggas.
Anyways,
Moving on.
So after we settled on the destination, we now settled on a budget, because again, the budget had to fit the destination.
Yeah.
Right.
So budget is just budget. So we settled on the budget, and then now began division of duties.
You need to understand who your friends are and what their strengths are.
Play on your friends' strength.
You really do.
Yeah.
I feel like I was the weakest link.
Girl, it was me. What are you saying?
No, you are not.
It was me. I'm always the weakest link, and I know it, and I'm not even ashamed of it. I love it for me. You know, we say as a friend group, we usually say we have, the first one of the group, the last one of the group. So the first one, really want to pigania. Generally, they're very responsible, but she's also super responsible.
Yeah.
Me,
a very
they are lifting me up in their with love. I'm just here for the vibes.
Which are necessary, guys.
It really is.
It's what makes the trip light.
Correct.
Makes the trip light. Makes the trip fun.
Correct.
Yeah. So we definitely had to settle on who is doing what, because it's important to make sure that everyone has a role they're playing. So that what is the importance of giving people a role to play in the planning? Do you think? What do you think is the importance of that?
In inclusion, and also when people participate, there's a form of ownership.
Okay. All right. I'm a gonga ndipo. So basically Nyako's role was to
Money.
And the money bags.
Oh yeah.
Always.
And that wasn't your only role.
Okay.
Tickets.
So it was So it was.
Tickets and
I did tickets. I did visa. I did coordinating the funds.
Looking
and
at
what
the
else?
restrictions
And
that
the
were
restrictions
happening.
when it
Which
comes
Monique?
to anything health. Please tell me, Monique really stressed me though.
All of us.
Yeah, that was my rule.
Yeah, actually, another thing
Yes.
that we were doing hand in hand with the division of duties was also just having constant meetings to touch base.
Yes.
Monique was coordinating that much.
That was
She's
her role.
always doing that. Always, even for this podcast.
Coordinator.
Yeah,
To get to
Mama
where it's
Timori.
going,
Mama
coordinator.
Wait. She's our
Monique is our coordinating arm. She's our manager. She's our manager
She really
for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
So we were having meetings. So where have we reached with what? Yeah. Anyway, so my part of the trip was, if you've been following us on Instagram, before Team Orange, before our collective whatever page. If you've been following us on our individual pages, then you saw that trip and you saw how fire it was. Itinerary was your girl.
Extraordinaire.
Holla.
Right,
And
true.
made sure everyone had a good time.
Period.
Made sure we slept at a very decent hotel.
Period.
Yeah, so I did itinerary
Itinerary.
and
Hotel room,
accommodation. That's sorry about that, man. I also didn't expect
Their
that.
room was trash.
It was really
But
no, but we got moved up.
Oh, they moved.
Yeah, we really, because
They were
I don't
The hotel
I don't do that
in
nonsense.
general was nice.
It was nice.
Very
The
good.
hotel was
Correct.
nice. The
Very good.
location
Yeah.
was top tier. It's very important to
Oh,
actually
yes.
make sure that wherever you're staying makes sense, so that you're able to easily,
Move around.
move around.
Yeah.
You're not coming from, say where,
Rongai.
Rongai,
Yeah.
and you're
Town.
going to Kangemi, for instance. Yeah, so
Via Village Market.
We really stayed in Lavington.
Yeah, we really did stay at a good
was it really Lavender? I feel like it was even like a Westlands-ish.
No, I think it was Kilimani.
Well,
Yeah, anyway, it was convenient. That's the point.
And giving to us, it was giving boss babes.
As it should. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've talked about Monique
No,
being the
no,
coordinating
no,
arm.
no,
No,
But
she
that's
will
how
say
she
it
was.
last
What
because
else?
I think her role was the biggest part.
Monique's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monique.
Monique's really was there.
Because without it, then
We wouldn't have
there would not have been a trip.
coordination.
Yeah.
so we have fire itinerary, and which is backed up by fire drip.
Period. I got asked a lot, or I got a lot of comments actually on
Period.
that. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, you guys
Yeah.
had coordinated
Period.
outfits."
Coordinated
I loved that. I
outfits.
was like,
There's no Team Orange without a Monty. Let me just say that. No, but on the real. So that was my department. Monique's was really the largest. So my department was drip.
Drip.
How are we looking? What's the vibe? Mbona tutengeneza nywele?
So we have
Those are
fire
the vibe.
photos.
So because I needed
Period.
photos to give Walijipanga. So we had
"You're forgetting makeup."
girl. Oh, yeah, I made sure I'm tengeneza my lashes. Habibi. You know what
Let me chip
You're not
into that
Habibi.
because she definitely chose our outfits for us.
Period.
And then I advised on where to wear what.
All right.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So that it's making sense.
Restrictions,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The photos will be inserted.
But the
So,
restrictions
like,
were
yeah.
like suggestions, because when we went to some specific places, there are people who are more scantily clad than
Such as where?
You remember they do
the
this-
mall.
this-
People
mall.
are wearing to
Yeah.
short, hot shorts, not
Not-
us
no, no, no,
people.
like-
That's
Oh,
your
others.
back again. What do you mean?
You wanna get
Amen.
about that reaction.
Yeah, so that is on division of duties and
Yes.
responsibilities.
Wait, guys, are you for real? The only thing I contribute to this group is driving.
It's vibes.
Vibes.
Vibes, girl.
It was a huge
Vibes.
contribution because
It was massive.
And vibes.
Yeah.
You can tell
Massive.
just from here that I'm giving. I'm giving.
That's the reason-
Like the party.
it's the reason why our photos look nice.
Exactly.
Which is important
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
otherwise
There would have been no
it would have looked
photos.
like
Yeah.
a very cheap trip.
Wow.
And it wasn't cheap.
It was giving budget.
It wasn't.
Please.
It wasn't cheap. So on to the finances. How now after the whole we now know our destination, we have a budget,
Yeah.
we have division of labor or division of tasks, so to speak. The finances. How are we able to pay for this trip and make sure that, because actually a lot of people pull out of these trips because you
the
don't
money.
even
Yeah, because
realize
of- Right.
me, I don't have money to do this.
First of all,
So
make sure you have friends who have money.
it's true. Even you make sure you have money.
It's true.
Even you as a
You know, I never have money, but I got people around me who got money. And that's what matters.
whatever your source is, make sure the money is there because you're not going anywhere without money.
Without
Shout out
money.
to my
That's-
brother.
That's true.
God bless your pocket.
We love you.
We love
Yeah.
you as a
I love
team.
you.
So what's coordinating finances? I think was
That
you.
was, yeah. That was.
Yeah.
So I think when it comes to finances, it's very important to pre-plan your finances early in advance, basically.
But you know, life happens.
No, for sure, life happens.
But you have to have a plan.
But you have to have
yeah.
planned for it, right? So for us, I think maybe I would say, correct me if I'm wrong, probably about 4 months in advance, we knew we were traveling,
Yeah.
right?
Even more.
No, but
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah,
at 4 months in
financially.
advance,
Yeah.
we knew we were traveling.
Yes.
We knew we needed a visa. So we researched on how much our visas would cost
Well, you
each.
researched.
Okay, well, I researched on how much our visas would cost each. Research on how much our tickets would cost at that particular time.
All right.
And then accommodation as well. So you gave the budget,
Yeah.
then I knew how to break it down, right?
Yeah.
So it means if you know 4 months in advance, and I know that the lowest person or everyone can afford comfortably 5K in a month,
Yeah.
then that is what that person is putting in on a monthly or saving on a monthly basis, right? Or even if they're not able to save, they know by the end of these 4 months, I need to have 100 G's.
Correct. So that
right?
one makes sense.
Exactly.
Because there's putting away of 5K
No.
every
It's
month.
not. Someone can. Sometimes it's not.
80K Lini.
I'm just like...
No,
in 12 months, I'll
You're
get
Libanoni for
Okay, my
example.
friends
girl.
No, ni
You're
kama
Libanoni for
ile
example.
meme ya what's it called, the boat where you're seeing this kid saying me going to pick up that's something that I had put unaweka yes umeka 5K but the
I
same
did it
you
this week.
same you
Unaenda kwa boat.
unaenda tu
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. So then you need to have a plan. You
Right.
need to have budgeted for your trip. Because for us, I think what we did as a group was budget for the finances that all of us were going to incur equally.
Yeah.
Right? Which meant visas,
Is standard.
standard, tickets, standard, accommodation,
Is standard.
standard, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Right?
Pocket money minimum.
Pocket money minimum
Based on food and
wa-
whatnot,
yes,
food and transport.
based exactly on eating out and maybe
The itinerary
going out and the
Itinerary
excursions,
plans.
right? Yeah. excursions that we had. Then those,
Yeah.
right?
Excursions.
then those came as additional costs, and then now there's ISO
What depends on the other
overheads.
person. Yeah.
Exactly.
Big what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is overhead.
Like if you want to shop now,
if you
that
want to shop,
depends on you
people
as a
shop
person.
differently.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
for
They
me,
shop differently. They're two of them.
this half of the screen
but you need to understand yourself. So if you shop at 10 bob, then
Yeah.
you need to put that 10 bob away.
Yeah.
If you shop at 50 bob, you need to be able to put that 50 bob away.
Also, if you're not
So it's
shopping at
just-
all,
If you're not shopping
which
at
is
all,
fine.
it's also okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I think that was a very big part of planning and finances on our girls trip,
I
basically.
think nini initoje for finances what really worked was having a deadline.
That's it.
Oh yes.
The deadline.
Oh, yes.
Hii ya kuweka 5K on the
Yeah.
side. Neither here nor there.
Is that
Right.
true as a person?
However,
By this day, we
But
If
you
you
know,
know-
the thing is, it works differently for people.
yes, no, yes,
For
but
our
correct.
group,
That's why
deadlines
nachangia
work.
nachangia
Yeah,
pamoto
yeah, yeah.
because
Deadlines are
you're
standard.
5K per
Yeah.
month.
deadlines work.
Deadlines
But
are standard,
yes,
yeah.
the deadline thing
yeah.
where you know
Yeah.
the 30th of June I need to have
You need to have booked the tickets.
yes,
I
and
need
I
to
need to
have
have
been given
spent
70.
like 15, whatever it
Yeah.
is. That's what I'm spending. So you don't fail.
Okay.
Yeah, you carry
Yeah.
your weight and make sure
Yeah,
that
yeah.
imeenda.
Yeah. So hand in hand with budget is
Yeah.
setting deadlines because it's not open ended.
No, it's
you
not.
need to have your visas by this date. You need to have booked your accommodation by this date. You need to have booked your flights by this date. So that is how to successfully execute.
Also, something
trip.
I left out is that the earlier you book some of these things, visas are standard, tickets, the earlier you book,
The better.
the lower the rates you get.
Right.
And I think, if I don't say so myself, I'm very good at sourcing low
good prices.
Good
Keep that energy.
quality prices when it comes to flights, etc. Because then I also have other sources of getting these flights.
Maintain that
exactly.
energy.
So
We have had
yes,
maintain it.
yes. So I think that's very important.
He's giving
too.
All right. So yes. So now we're done with the deadlines.
Yes.
And then so we've booked our things. Now what next?
We've booked our things.
We have our
We've booked
flight
our
set.
tickets.
We know what flights we're taking.
Yeah.
We know our visas are paid for.
See, we go.
Oh, and we had set the list.
What's next?
Wait. Actually, one thing we forgot. After choosing the destination, you choose the dates
Yeah.
that are
Yes.
convenient for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of that convenience for everyone,
I think we also had to look at
What's
when
happening
was
there?
the best time to
Yeah,
travel,
travel
to that destination.
yes.
Yeah, because we were just
selecting the
not going
dates.
just to go.
Yeah,
right?
selecting dates. So knowing when is the best time, like when is the weather best to go, and things are not closed. Like especially Muslim countries, when
Oh,
you're
yes.
going around it,
Yeah.
there are some issues. Those Middle Eastern countries, there's also weather to consider. Sometimes I think around August, it's usually
hot.
really hot.
Yeah.
So, but then also it's again the cheapest time to travel there. So those are the issues to consider while setting the dates. And then also just convenience for everyone. So which brings me again to another hack while planning a group trip. Consider everyone's feelings and everyone's opinion
100.
on the trip.
Let me tell you something that you said once upon a time. It can't always be a democracy.
It can't.
Sometimes dictatorship is needed.
No.
Get things done.
Sometimes you have to really just be like, you know what, you feel this type of way, but is this what is best? Yeah, and then you align yourself to that, because if we have the same goal in mind, we all want to go and want to have a good time. What does it take for us to get
Yes.
there? We can't start thinking
Compromise.
of, Nani's feeling this, nah. It needs, there are times when it comes to be like, this is what we're doing and this is what we need.
Yeah.
So you need to shape up.
Yeah.
What are that? Step up. No?
Yeah. I think so. But,
compromise,
but at the end of the day, still, people will have to give their opinions. Then you decide on now what works. I get it. You're
Yes,
saying that
yes,
democracy
yes,
wastes
yes,
time, but democracy
Democracy wastes time.
Like
but at the end of the day, you still have to hear what the other person is saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like my department, I hear, but I don't care because
Yeah. It's
It's
like,
fine,
listen,
yeah, but it's good to hear.
It's good.
It
Yeah,
is.
because I can
It is.
then factor in.
Then you factor it in.
What-
I think
Even
the
if
key
you
thing was
ignore
not
it.
to
Yeah.
dwell so much on how so and so is feeling about
Exactly.
everything. It's
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
like, yes, we've heard, and this is
Yeah.
the best way to
Yeah.
kind of go about it.
Yeah.
Trust me, you put me in this to head this department for a reason.
Yeah. All right. So, on individual basis, what do you think made the trip a success? Starting with you, Amundi.
Hey, yeah, my guys. What made the trip a success?
Yeah.
I think just the internal desire to have a good time. Like everybody wanted to have a good time, right?
Thing I
Like
we really did. Oh,
there's
Don't
this
say
place in
that was
Dubai.
the best place.
So I think, just getting there, telling yourself, this is my money. I will finish this money.
Have you seen that meme?
I will get
of-
value for my money.
Value for my
You've seen
money.
that meme where Monique is the one I think who sent that. You've gone on holiday, on vacation, and
No,
then
so-
you're in bed. sleeping.
yeah.
But one thing I really liked with Tracy, as the one dealing with our itinerary,
Yeah.
is she factored in a lot. She didn't wake us up at 7.
Ah.
Like all of our days
Yeah.
started past 10. Girl, you just oversleep generally. Generally, Monique is late.
She's not a morning person.
Yeah,
Correct.
but Tracy made sure.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
rising
And Tracy was
early.
also very flexible, considering we had said when we get there on Saturday night, you know, we're just going to go
She
out.
was
and
very
just go-
she was very accommodating.
Very accommodating. That she
Very,
was
yeah.
like, you know what, ni Sunday,
Yeah.
tumelemewa. Let's sleep in,
Yeah.
we'll start the day. she didn't even say let's start the day at noon. She said let's start the day at 4. I think we started the day at 4 in the evening.
Yeah.
So
People are lunch.
girl, wapi. You came to our room and then I did a performance which you didn't pay attention. I was doing traditional. Well, you guys are all listening. But anyway, for me, the thing that what was the question?
What
What
made
made
it
the
a
trip a
success?
success?
A success is that we all were very determined to have
A good time.
good time.
Yeah.
As
I
friends.
think, which is just us.
It's us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are good time.
Well, we're really just vibes through and
Who
through.
oni yako?
Nina is such.
While Monique tries to figure that out, we need.
I think it is because we all needed a break.
Ooh, girl.
Like, first, we were celebrating just being friends. I think we were celebrating our friendship.
Yeah.
And we decided, listen, we're gonna push this outside the WhatsApp group, move it forward, and then we just needed a break from work, from the usual.
Heartbreak.
We were determined.
Exactly, we were determined to
travel,
just
to see this trip
and to
through.
rest. That was what it was.
Yeah.
To rest.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we picked and we decided, listen, nothing is going to get in the way of us relaxing and having rest and just having a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what it was for us.
Are you ready
For me.
with your thoughts? Or can I go?
Go ahead.
All right. So for me, I would say mine is more on the technical part. For me, I would say research. Research on where you're going. Research on where you're going. I really research. I always research for all my trips, even when I was doing my solo trip
Really
to
did.
Kilifi.
Okay, just throw it in there.
Oh yeah.
My solo
When I was
trip to
doing my
Kilifi.
solo trip to Kilifi in February 2020.
No one asked that. No one cares.
I definitely did a lot of research.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
go on
Yeah.
YouTube, wherever, see what other people do when they go there, what they enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And it really helped. Also, as I was planning the itinerary, knowing what to do in such a place, because sometimes when you're going to a country, you should also comply with their culture and whatnot, so that you're not getting kicked out or getting arrested, etc. So I would say research made the trip a success, made the trip seamless. Also researching on your airlines. Yeah, researching on your airlines, knowing which airlines to travel in and which ones not to. Check out the reviews of hotels and experiences and whatever that you intend to rely on before you even commit to them. Hold up. And then the second and the last one from me is we were intentional about this trip.
Yes.
We were intentional.
Very.
Same to Winnie's determined.
Yeah.
We were intentional because it wasn't we are not sure. You know, we didn't have those people in
y'all's group chats.
people who are backing out last minute.
We don't do that.
We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
It's
We
giving
commit.
broke.
We see
It's
it
giving
through.
unplanned. It's giving unsure. It's giving undecided.
It's giving unreliable.
Decide.
And not unreliable. You're not
Please don't
reliable.
cancel us. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding.
You're not reliable,
I'm
though.
kidding.
No, because if you, it's
That's
just
true.
But that's why
It is.
trips are not, a lot of
Yeah.
trips are not successful because you have people backing out at the last
That's
minute.
like, you know when
Yeah.
I'm pushing that.
Well, you have people backing out. You have people backing out. You have people backing out at the last minute. You have people being unresponsive on
That's
the
the
phone.
That's why you started with your friends that have money. You need to have money.
But if you don't have
That's
money,
why-
just
that's
say,
why.
guys, me in the camera, this
Sina
trip,
do.
count me out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
At the beginning.
So
Even
create a
if I don't
separate
have
forum.
money,
I
count
will
me
still-
in.
Correct.
Do you know my
The money
God?
will come.
Jehovah Jireh. He's a provider. He supplies all my needs according to his
Amen.
riches in glory.
Amen.
So I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Preach.
So for me, it's those two things that made the trip successful: research and being intentional.
Yeah.
And committed to the trip. Over to you, Monique.
I just want us to talk more about the things that happen on the trip.
All right. So now we are done with the planning.
It's like moving on.
We're done with
I
the
just want to
planning.
talk about the trip.
Yeah. Talk about the trip.
Talk about it.
How was Dubai?
It was
Dubai was lit.
giddy, giddy, yaddy, yaddy.
The what's it called? The desert safari.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, I just come from a near death life experience. And driving on those sand dunes.
And actually, she was Belle. You know, generally we always put Monique in front.
No. Monique always puts Monique in front.
She volunteered to drive that thing.
Like she loves to sit.
Nah,
shotgun.
it wasn't the quad bike. I'm talking about
No,
the actual
the car.
actual,
You remember?
like driving on the sand dunes.
Yeah, she was at the front.
It was moving in the
Yeah, but I put
motion.
her there. I'm sorry, it was
No,
me.
Monique.
And I
Oh,
was-
really?
Yeah, she was.
But
she was at
Monique
the
loves riding shotgun.
Because she's our mom. She's like the mom of the
She
group.
always, yeah.
so-
She always
Not
rides
your
shotgun.
mom.
Like in love.
All right.
Your mother.
Go for it, Monique.
That thing, the way the car moves.
I remember.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like deja vu, but it was lit.
But we were good friends because we were like, Monique, are you comfortable?
It was a good time.
Okay.
As
But
we-
we were
As we
lit.
pass up ourselves for being good friends. It was
Yeah.
fun.
It was a really good time. What was one of your highlights?
My highlights, guys. So on Thursday, I remember it was Thursday because we were wearing green, thanks to me. So we went to Smoky Beach. There's a beach called Smoky Beach. And so we left the room.
Were we wearing green for Smokey?
No,
that
it was
day
during
was
the
after.
green day.
Okay, during the day, yeah.
And so for me, so we left the hotel and we were going to smoke, and we were already in a good mood, if you know what I mean. When we were heading to Smoky Beach, and so the cab, the Uber we took dropped us a bit far. And so we had to walk to the beach itself. And it was easy because we are what? We are all in a good
Good.
And so some random guy came up to me because we are walking. Some random guy walks up to me, somehow baby. Oh,
Baby.
my guys, I'd be married if the Bible said do not be unequally and yoked. My friends. So this guy, he just stops me. He's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I'm like, I know, baby. What is So anyway, he pulls me aside. These people are fake friends. So I don't dependability because they left me with this guy. They've gone.
know
We
you
had
had
plans.
gone, girl.
Exactly.
We had
My
plans.
real friends
Really,
will know. See, he pulled me and entered.
Walinigiza
Alinigiza kwa duka. Some shop. So we entered. This guy is telling me I'm so in love. I'm like, I know, baby. I get it.
I'm sure Monique was with you.
No.
Wait, I was in
she was
between.
at some point.
Okay, she
And then I
waited.
thought, now this is love. Let me not interrupt with what the Lord is doing. And so, it was not the Lord.
Voila.
Anyway, so I'm there in this booth with this guy. Remember, it was a good time.
It was a really good time.
So he, he's just anaingiza box. Na mimi nafanya nini? Ukiingiza.
Nakubali.
Yeah. Ukikatiwa katika.
Katika, girl.
Katika, my friend. So nilikatika. This guy gave me a ticket for all of us for a Go cruise
And they're
and
picking us
dinner,
up.
and they're picking us up at our hotel.
Did we go?
So we had other plans.
But like, listen, our
When I tell you, we are the creatives and they are the boring ones. Hear me. We didn't go.
Was it the day we watched? What was it?
They were shopping.
No, wasn't
It was
Because imagine the guys.
yeah.
Mimi hivi ya Monte Guarda, I secured
It
a
wasn't
Go
the shopping.
cruise.
It was the shopping.
But while they were willing,
it was the shopping because
Atlantis.
no, it was because it was in the evening. They were picking us up. It was a nighttime thing, girl.
Oh.
But anyway, it's cool because niliwasamehea.
All right.
That's how the friendship works. Like they disappoint you and you move on.
It's with you.
But that was my best night. And then after that,
yeah.
he got my number, all of that. But I got his assistant to call me.
So how are you guys today?
You are father. You are.
Anyway, so it was an
Well, can we move on?
Alright, Monique, what was your highlight from Dubai?
Kai. Hey, I don't know if I can follow that one. But my highlight was Ting Aire. Ting Aire. Day one off the plane, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Good time.
I don't know if we're allowed to mention the people who picked us up.
Oh, we can.
But
'cause
they know
need to be
themselves.
blessed. They
Yeah.
are good people.
God bless you.
That
God
night,
bless you guys.
First of
God
all, Ting
bless
Aire is a
you
Jamaican kind of setup with the rum in it. What is that thing called? It looks like a teapot.
Yeah,
Oh
the
yes,
teapot.
it's
The
the
mkebe
old
one.
school. It's mabati.
The mkebe one.
The old school mabati ones from
Mabati.
the back.
Yeah.
They
It
are
was
mabati.
You mabati girl.
They are.
Ile ya chai.
Mabati
Yeah.
is iron sheet. For those of you who don't know, it's like an old school kind of teapot. The one which has a
Neon. Iko na mdomo hivi.
Yeah,
Iko na
that
spouts.
one. The
Ooh,
spout.
it's a
Yeah.
spa. Ooh, she's
Yeah.
wearing.
Yeah.
Mabati ya spout. Hey guys.
No, but no, mabati girl.
Yeah, it is though.
It was a good night.
So
But
they
still.
serve their drinks in that, right?
Nasi
like-
dogo is
Nasi
like
kidogo.
this.
It was a rum cocktail, guys, for context.
Na tuliambiwa.
For context, yeah.
We really played ourselves.
Well, y'all too.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
But that night,
So did you.
that night was lit. I only remember it because of Snapchat. But that night was lit.
Period.
That was.
Otherwise,
Same, guys.
Chef's kiss.
I think
that's how
my
you know you
highlight-
had a good time. That's
yeah,
it.
my highlight from Dubai was definitely the night from Ting Aire. That was our first night. It was
100%.
actually, first of all, I think what made it really fun was that it was spontaneous. It wasn't part of the itinerary.
It wasn't.
Because we had our
yeah.
family friends.
Yes.
Anyway, pick
Yes.
us up.
Yeah.
Family stroke friends, not family friends. Family stroke friends.
Family. Yes, exactly.
Pick us up, and they were like, "You guys are gonna sleep."
I'm like-
Maki, we've just landed in Dubai, so this guy
And
was
don't
so
forget
gracious.
the trip there.
Oof. So these guys were so gracious. Bless them. They picked us up. We went to the hotel. We changed, and then they picked us up and we went out.
They came back. Yeah.
And Ting Aire was a blast.
was
Oh
bomb.
my goodness. It was a fun time. When you go out and you end the night at a fast food joint,
McDonald's.
you know the
was
night
good.
has nighted.
It has
No,
night.
no.
Iyo night midnight.
really nighted.
Iyo night midnight. So for me, Ting Aire and Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
yes,
But there we
Atlantis was
played
beautiful.
ourselves, man. Next time,
We
if you
really did.
ever do go to Atlantis, please start your day early or go on a Friday. I think
Actually,
it's Friday.
yes.
that
Friday,
they
it's
say.
Friday.
Go on
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, go on a
Friday.
Friday.
They don't close
Open
Yeah,
early.
it's Friday.
Yeah.
So I think everyone would agree. A hack if you do plan to go to Dubai. First off, it's haram to have any alcohol.
On the street.
Alcohol,
Don't,
like
don't
on the
be
street
drunk
in public,
in public.
right?
Yeah.
It's
It's
illegal.
It's illegal.
It's
Yeah.
illegal.
It's a crime.
So if you should buy your drinks at duty free
Oh, yes.
on your way there
Because alcohol is expensive.
because alcohol is
In the clubs.
ridiculous. Yeah. And
Okay, give us your highlights before the tips.
so my highlight,
Yeah.
I would actually agree. Ting Aire was a highlight for me, and I would say, what was that place with many different countries, nationalities?
Global
where you-
Village.
Global Village. Global Village was
I
a
actually
really
thought
good one.
your highlight would be Kiza. For whatever
For-
reason.
for Tracy.
I really, yeah.
That was okay.
I really thought her highlight would be Kiza.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I think the last night
Was also something.
was also
Girl.
Yeah. All right. We're definitely going to put a snippet of our trip so that you guys can get a context of how lit Dubai
It
was
was,
for us. So
yeah.
as we wind it up, we've given you guys the tips on how to plan
Yeah.
a successful girls trip, which is select your destination,
Yeah.
choose your budget, select the dates, division of tasks, accommodate each other's views, and be committed to your plans.
yeah, and let us know
Yeah.
maybe any
Go
other
to your
tips you
plans.
might have
Yeah,
left out.
successful trips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Share with us.
as we went up, one tip that you would say that you would advise someone going to Dubai, since it's where we've been.
I'll say be light. Be light, because I'll give a short story.
100.
So you see, Tracy is particular. When we say Tracy is in charge of itinerary, because
It's
she
not a
knows
joke.
she's not a joke.
Yeah, it's
So
not a
there's a day. So as they are seated like this, Tracy is a morning person, because I was in the same hotel room with Tracy. So every morning Tracy is on ameamka 5 kuongea kwa simu. What are we doing?
Mama finger, mama finger.
God forbid. God forbid. But anyway, it was cool because I accommodated her and she accommodated me. And so Monique on the opposite is not a morning person. And so there's a day Tracy is like, guys, the call time. We're supposed to be out of here by, let's say, 10:30. 10:30, me, I'm still going to their room because I need to put Winnie's lashes. Monique is in bed. Tracy called an Uber. Alisema mnipate mbele guys.
Yeah, because 10:30 is 10:30.
But hakumbuka
10:30.
bei ya Uber Dubai is expensive. So she was sat in the Uber waiting for us. Kasirika ameshikilia handbag.
She was ready to go.
But so that's the thing. What was my point?
Be like.
Be like.
Be light. Like you see, Tracy hakujam ati mumene.
Nilikuwa nimejam.
But I need to forgive very quickly.
So my toxic trait is miss joining mtu amejam. Hiyo ni shit mambo yako.
For me, utajua nimejam because it's not like I'm gonna start yelling or whatever. I'm just gonna be like,
No, but when you were fix your
Anyway.
face.
Yeah, fix your face.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say be light and just really remember that you love each other. You know, have to keep remembering because trips work well if it's 2 days. When you've passed this 2-day
Third
mark,
day.
mtaanza kukosana.
Of course.
So tunaweza kukosana, but we move on.
hatukukosana.
You just grabbed each other the wrong way, but you realize,
no.
let's move on.
But Tracy was asking us, so utadu?
Yeah.
Utadu?
Yeah,
Hey.
you're here.
Uko wako.
You're out here.
You can't fly back
You
today.
can't fly back, and
Yeah.
you've paid for your
You
room
paid
for the
for
whole
your
trip.
room.
So,
Yeah.
So you can't
it's
fly
your
back.
best interest
Right.
to
So,
kuzoea watu umeenda nao. Yeah.
And do your COVID tests
100.
or take the vaccine.
Period.
Juu kuna mtu hapa
Hey!
alipatikana na COVID when we were coming back. But who am I to point fingers? Because everybody here has vaccines apart from one person who I will not say.
Guys,
Whose name will not mention.
Whose name I will not
Monique.
mention. But we are here.
What's your tip, Monique?
Thunder.
What's your tip?
Thunder.
What's your tip?
Hata ameniconnfuse with all this hapa. Mniruke.
For me, I would say get your passports early.
Hey!
Earlier before the trip.
Guys, thanks for tuning in. It was a pleasure.
Get your passports in advance.
Oh my god.
And Ubers in Dubai are expensive.
They're really
Hey,
expensive.
they are. Use the metro.
Use the metro
Public
card. We did
transport.
not use the metro
We
card.
did.
You only used what you only
And
used
we went the
card.
opposite direction.
Yet
We went to Smoky
We really
Beach
went
side.
to the
We
office.
only
No,
had-
we didn't.
But you see, that's why
Oh,
Smoky
yeah.
Beach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was, yeah.
We only used the metro card once, yet we had the card. So we should
still have
have
them in my
actually. I also
No, we
still
were
have it.
manifesting our wealth,
Oh, yeah.
Just like
richness.
abundance.
Yeah,
Oof.
exactly, abundance.
Yeah,
because
so-
I don't know if we want to do that all the time.
Use your metro cards. Ubers are expensive. Yeah, I think that's at the top of my mind. That would be it.
I think find someone in the country that you can you would be able to what's this called, to maybe speak to, or who would be able to help.
Right.
We found an angel who was able to get us like
The metro cards.
Metro cards,
Everything.
Atlantis, everything.
Oh, our angels. Thank
Our
you so
angel.
much.
Like and I think
God
that was
bless
such
you.
a blessing
Yeah.
because we had such a good time.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have to worry. That is why we were nonsense people and showed up late,
Yeah.
Right.
like in the afternoon.
Because we didn't
But find someone who lives in the country that you can be able to speak to and would be able to help you, what's this called? Show you around or tell you where to go, when to go, etc. It's really helpful. It sounds like nothing, but it's very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
Monique
I
has
think.
Monique.
Monique. Monique has so much to skip. But yes, Monique.
Mukapa Mumbeni shoot. I finally have something to
Yes.
say. Be a team player.
Oh, yes.
Be a good sport.
Yeah. Fix your mood. Fix your face. Look at yourself in the mirror. It is your money.
Girl.
It really is.
Ukinuna.
Mambo yako.
And the worst thing for a group kununa ni nobody cares. Utajam, these girls will move on. Catch up.
Sorry to you. My therapist
okay.
says that empathy ends at I feel you. That's where therapy starts and ends. It doesn't mean I have to do anything about it.
Exactly.
You got it? Empathy does not mean I have to do anything about you feeling badly.
Period.
Gosh.
You feel badly.
Sorry.
I hear you. I
Sorry
see your
you.
feelings, but that's where it ends.
I need you for me to do something. Yeah.
And I thought Monique was gonna say don't shop on the last day, but she
yes.
said,
Also,
so I'm
tell them, please tell them.
Yeah, don't shop on the last day.
If we're going for enjoyment, can we enjoy? What's this shopping nonsense?
No, but I agree. I think one mistake we
Maybe
did
don't shop on the
was
last
shopping
day.
on the last
Yeah.
day. Please don't reserve your last day for something else.
No. I have, like, I agree with that, but only if you're staying in the same destination throughout.
Yeah.
Oh, like if
no,
you're
not
moving.
not
Yes.
necessarily.
No, that's what I mean.
Shop on the first day.
No, not first day.
Yeah.
Like, if you are maybe in Italy
Yeah.
and you're moving from Venice, you're going to Amalfi, right? Or if you're moving
to
from...
where?
Wherever that is.
Exactly. If you're going
Yeah.
from point A to point B, do not shop when you're in Venice
And then you
want to go
Back to
Yeah.
somewhere else, right?
Ama,
Okay,
you
but
make
for
a
Dubai, that
different
wasn't-
trip to
that
shop.
was-
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine not to shop on
Well,
the
you
last
do
day,
on
but that's what I
holiday
mean.
to shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yep, guys. So that brings our travel episode to a close. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've learned something on how to plan a successful group trip, whether it is girls trip or whatever.
Otherwise.
A mixed trip. But
Yeah.
Kwani
I
men
think
do
those
have
are the
men?
best trip. Yeah, that's what I say.
It could be a girls' trip or a
Correct.
not
Mixed
trip.
trip.
Yeah.
Why men do a mix?
Couple up. Vacation.
Every month,
maybe those ones are different. We don't know about vacations. We haven't planned those.
really don't.
But
Yeah.
anyway, as far as girls' trips are concerned,
Yeah.
that's our take. Let us know in the comments if you've planned a successful girls' trip. What helped you guys make your trip a success? If you happen to plan a girls' trip and it never followed through, let us know also in the comments what caused the
Invite
trip
us.
Yeah.
not to happen.
We do consultation at a small fee.
Small.
All at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Toodles.